G'day. Today we're going to talk about how important your relationship is and maintaining a good relationship with your drivers. These guys have a really difficult job, and when we break it down and look at it, it allows us to have more compassion for what they do on a daily basis. They have to deal with the traffic on the roads, they have to deal with traffic jams, they have to deal with road accidents, road works, potential breakdowns of their vehicles, flat tyres. If they get caught up with one customer that's got a big pickup, then it's just a knock-on effect that really buggers up their whole day. Now I know that we give them a 4-hour window to pick up from you, but sometimes that simply isn't enough and they just get caught up. These guys are doing their best. They don't get paid in the main part if they don't collect your freight. If they don't scan that barcode, they're not getting any money. It is not in their best interest to just ignore you. So when we look at that and we go, okay, we know it's not ideal. We know that it's frustrating, and it's very frustrating for us as well. But they do try their best. They're just out there. So when they're, a little bit late or a day late because of circumstances that are, largely out of their control, then can we just not be rude to them particularly? You have your freight already, it's all nicely packed up, it's got the label on it, you're not asking them to stand around while you fluff about getting the freight ready. It should all be ready before they get there. Give them the freight and let them get on there, and thank them particularly for, sorry mate, you must have had a terrible day yesterday. Glad you got here today. Thanks. Give him the freight and away you go, and everybody's happy. They don't want to be late, but if every time they turn up to your house because they're late, they will jack up, as you would if it was you. Every time you go to somewhere to pick up and you're rude to them because they're late, then, that obviously he'll make a choice. Oh, no, that guy's always rude to me, so I'm not going to go there. I would do the same. They don't get paid enough for that. They get paid a really small amount, really, per pickup. They have to do a lot of pickups. So, the tips. Make sure your freight's ready before the driver arrives, that it is packed and labelled, and if you're not going to be there, left out so as that they can pick it up. If they're running late, let's not bite their head off. We don't know what's going on in their lives at any particular time that's caused them to be late. So let's be kind to others and, smile and thank for him. If it's a continuing problem and he's always late to you, then please let us know and let us be the bad guy. We'll talk to his managers and find out why that's the case to make it. But when he gets to your house, be, polite. And, if we follow all the tips, then we should then have a really good outcome. The other thing that I would say with the drivers too, and we'll cover this a bit later on down the track as well, is, we don't have to tell our customers, when you're telling them to, how long it's going to take, it's an overnight or it's 2-day, give yourself a little bit of leeway so as that it's not having a huge impact on your business, where you might get negative feedback because, the freight's arriving late, because there are lots of variables like the ones I've just, outlaid and more that can affect that transit time. You need to remember that transit time's an estimate only. So if we can follow all those little tips, everybody should be happy and we should just be able to move on and have a really good outcome. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like the video. If you found the information useful, please subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.